Okay, hi guys, Sean here from Cherished Tree Sawmill. Today is Friday, what's today? 17th, Friday the 17th of July. We're gonna pick up where we left off there yesterday. We have some cedar boards that we were straight lining there, so they're ready to go through the four-sided molder. And then we've got a customer coming, supposed to be coming here less than an hour, so I'll have to stop and work with him to see what he wants. And then after the customer leaves, we have to make a run up north with my brother. He's got to pick up a bunch of grain, oats. He's got to pick up oats because he seeds his wheat ground down with the oats. He likes doing that. So we'll be doing that this afternoon, and hopefully I can get back and finish that cedar through the four-sided molder before we finish the day today. But that's kind of what's on the agenda. Anyway, today I'm gonna set you guys up. Once I get going here, we'll set you up. Well, I'll finish my thought. I'm bad for that. I'm noticing I'm watching these videos and I bounce around a lot, so I apologize for that. And I got things going through my mind and they just come out. So anyway, I'll finish the thought. I'll set you guys up when I set the molder up, and you guys can watch some of that. I'll probably do some in regular time, and then I'll just switch to a time lapse. So I'll do that. But the one thing I want to show you guys is when I walked in this morning, you guys won't probably appreciate the scale of this on camera, but there is a horsefly in my window. It's probably, I've seen some big horseflies like in my past. This one, I should try to get a tape on it. I'll try to get a tape on it. I'll show you guys here. Oops, my stick keeps falling down. So there you can see it, but you can't appreciate how big this thing is. And I won't be able to get it right open probably, but let's see if I can get a measurement on it. I'm thinking it's probably around a 2.5 inch. Maybe a little bigger. Oh, it's about a 2-inch from the tip to the tip of the wing. We're talking it's about an inch, 2 1/8 of an inch. That's a big fly. So she's on our screen. So anyway, thought I'd show you guys that. So all right, we got to get going, so I will turn you guys back around here. I'll get set up and we'll start running that cedar through that four-sided molder. Catch you soon, guys. Okay, we're just checking. We've got the rotary phase converter on and running, so we should be okay there. I'm going to walk back here. I'll show you guys, I explained to you what we're doing. I'll just show you kind of what we're doing before we set up. Yesterday's video, you guys saw a straight line these 47 2x6s of cedar. This is white cedar. Really makes nice stuff. Gonna make nice decking boards for somebody or for our customers. We plan on keeping this product in stock. Nice day today. It's cooler. We finally got some cooler weather, but we still have the smoke from the northern fires up north. So yeah, it's pretty crazy how much smoke we've had down here. So anyway, we're dealing with that. Hopefully that'll kind of clear up. We have just a few boards here that won't fit into our cell, so we're gonna just make those into four-sided. We got 2 on the table there. We got this one, and then we've got 4 over here. So we're just gonna make that four-sided surfaced cedar, and that will go into our retail racks if somebody wants to buy something like that. So I'm gonna grab this wood. Well, I guess first we'll clean up these few boards. We'll get them trimmed to length, so they'll be 8-footers. We'll square the ends off and clean them up, and then I'll set you guys up. The molder should be set up. It should be all set up. I think I set that up yesterday. We got the height of this cutter matching this table. We got about 1/8 of an inch off. Hopefully we've got about 1/8 of an inch coming off each side head, and the top head shouldn't have changed. It should be okay at 750 thou. So, or sorry, 1 inch and 1 inch and 500 thou. So we're doing 1.5 inches. So sorry. That should be all set up. So basically we'll test, we'll measure the piece after we run the first one or two. You see I got a little bit, man, it doesn't take long for this table to, so I got a little bit of surface rust there. I will have to clean up before we start running, and maybe put some wax on the table. So we'll get that all smoothed up. There is a pump back here that we use, a product called Wax Light, and it helps keep this table smooth, but I'm not sure why we just got a little bit there, but we'll clean her up. And that's a constant battle in here. We're always fighting surface rust on our machines. So all right guys, I'll set you up here, and we'll go to this time lapse here shortly. Okay guys, I know it's hard to hear. I just don't want to shut all the machines down. I just want to measure this board up. This is the first one we put through. It looks like it's doing its job good. So we're good there at 1.5 inches. All the sides are profiled nice, rounded over. Our lid, it looks like we might be a touch under 5 minutes. I'm going to get the micrometer on this. I know it's just an easier way for me to measure it. Might be a little narrow, so I might have to move that one head back a bit. Just trying to do this one hand here. I'm going to set you guys down for a sec. Okay, so let's take a quick measurement here. We should be at 5. Yeah, I'm too narrow on this board by about let's say roughly 20 thou. I gotta move that 30 thou back. I'm not sure why that dial indicator got thrown out so much, so I'm gonna shut these machines down and reset this. I think I might know what happened. Again, I'm learning this, so this dial was set properly at 5 and I guess we're not out that much. Sorry, we are a little narrow, but we're not. We're 517 and it should be 525. So we're out a little bit. 17 would be 3. Would be 20, so we're at about 8 thou. I gotta move this back about 8 thou, and I think what happened is I adjusted this head a little bit. So we'll move this back 8 thou, and then we'll check another one. Oh, I got that tight. There we go. Let me grab my wrench. I got a customer coming. It's supposed to be at 11 o'clock and it's pretty close to the time, so we'll move this back. I want to go out 8 thou. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we'll try that. Lock it in here. I don't have the proper wrench for this. This wrench, believe it or not, didn't come with the machine. This is a wrench that was off my old Foley bell saw, and then I welded a socket onto this to kind of sort of fit on this. It's not perfect, but it does move it. I would like to have the original wrench for this. But if I'm not mistaken, that wrench was like $1,200 for that. So as you probably don't know me, but anybody that knows me knows there is no way in the world I was going to spend that kind of money on a wrench. And it looked just like this. It looked just like a wrench like this. Obviously it would have a better fit on here, but this seems to work okay for me, so that's what I'm going with right now. So if anybody from SCM is listening or watching, could you please put in the comments why in the world that wrench is that kind of money? And if I'm mistaken, please correct me, but I think the last time I checked that from the parts suppliers, this was a while ago, and I can remember it being it was over $1,000. I'm pretty sure it was over $1,000 Canadian. So anyway, so we're gonna run another one. I'm gonna put you back on the stand here, the tripod, and we'll start everything up, run one more, and see what measurements we got at that point. Get you in there. All right, hopefully you guys can see that. I gotta get my earmuffs on here. about within a thou there, and I'm good with that. Gotta try to close it. This is a deck board. We're not building a wash, but I'd like to get it fairly close to what right there. Yeah. So we're good. I will throw you on a time lapse, and we're going to run these through. Okay guys, I just had that customer, with a nice gentleman. He's from Windsor, Ontario, so he bought some ash and some 6/4 red oak, so that was nice. So anyway, we were able to finish up this decking before he came, or actually he just came, and I had about 4 boards to finish, so I just kept all the motors running, just finished the boards, and he was okay with that. So that's kind of what it's going to look like. Obviously we'll trim these ends up here, both sides to 8 feet, and we'll put them in the rack, and they'll be ready for somebody to take home and create a deck, a cedar deck at their house. So that'll be a nice product for us to have here. The machine worked great. The molder worked really good. Yeah, very happy with the way that ran through. Everything ran good. Fed through really nicely. I did have the doors open. I did have the door open, running most of it, and then dust collection works pretty good. You can see the odd bits here, but that's the only amount we had on the floor right there, so that's not too bad at all. I get that from my planer, so that I'm good with that. That works good. Yeah, so I think I got to run and take that trailer to my brother's. We're gonna run up and get those oats this afternoon. So I think this will probably be it for today for filming. So yeah, I start back to work. I had I'll just flip you around here. Yeah, I had a couple weeks off. I think, I'm not sure if I mentioned in the other video that my son got married last Saturday, so they're just coming back from their honeymoon today, so hopefully they get back safe and sound. So I had some time off from work. I had to work 1 day out of 14 days, and that was Wednesday night. So it's been a nice break, but I got to get back to work here. I work shift work, so I think I work Monday, Tuesday, and then I'm off Wednesday, Thursday, and then I work again on the weekend, 3 days of the weekend. So yeah, we will be not filming quite as much as we have in the last 2 or 3 days, but we'll try to keep up. I'm going to try to keep up and give you a brief daily, kind of almost daily report of what we're doing. That way, some people like to follow channels. I know my channel just starting out and it was really hit and miss, but we're going to try to be more consistent with turning the camera on and taking you guys with us in some of the things we do here at the sawmill. So we got a building that's going to be going up here in a couple months, hopefully mid-September. It's a hoop barn, so that's where we're going to be setting the sawmill up and air drying our wood. So hopefully that will be interesting for some of you guys to watch some of that. So all right, guys, you guys have a good weekend. I'm not sure if I'll pick the camera up tomorrow, what we do here. It might be just a bit of a cleanup day, so not too exciting there, but we'll see you on the next video. Thanks.